destroyed. My brother and I spent hours playing Marble Blast Ultra while he was undergoing chemo. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you. To let you guys know about a few of the sponsors we have here at Awesome Games Done Quick, and we have a lot of them. We are being sponsored by the Yeti. The Yeti is a t-shirt site featuring an awesome new design every 24 hours for a low price. The Yeti has partnered with us for AGDQ 2015, offering an array of shirts with $3 from every unit sold going to Prevent Cancer Foundation. Check out the collection at the Yeti, that's TheYetee.com/gamesdonequick. We are also being sponsored by Something Artistic. SomethingArtistic.net that offers decals and stickers made to decorate your consoles, walls, computers, and more. $2 from every decal sold this week is being donated directly to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. You can find all their decals, including some designed just for AGDQ, over at decal.ly. And just to give you guys a little bit of information on the great cause you are all donating for, we are working for the Prevent Cancer Foundation, which is the only nonprofit in the United States that solely focuses on cancer prevention and early detection. Each year, more than 1.6 million Americans alone are diagnosed with the disease, and more than 500,000 die from the disease. However, research shows that up to 60% of cases and more than 50% of deaths are preventable with what we now know. The Prevent Cancer Foundation focuses their efforts in research, education, outreach, and advocacy, with over $138 million invested over 29 years. The Prevent Cancer Foundation has funded more than 480 grants and fellowships at more than 150 different academic institutions and medical centers across the country. Some of these grants have even been funded by the money raised from Awesome Games Done Quick in the past. So like I said, thanks to you guys and your awesome donations. Up next we have VVV, and then coming up later in the schedule we have a 3D Sonic block. First up will be Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, in which we have a bid war going on right now. Dark Story currently still has the lead, leading over $1,000 over the Hero Story. So if you really want to see Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles get their run in, then you're going to need to donate a lot during this run to make up for it. And then later on today, we have Sonic Heroes, and there is a bid war to determine which team to use in that game. Right now, Team Rose has taken the lead with $815.92, followed by Team Sonic with $700.93. And trailing way behind are Team Chaotix with $186 and Team Dark with $165. Also, after the 3D Sonic block, we have an F-Zero block, and we have a few donations for that one. For F-Zero X, we have a donation incentive to break the camera in stage 1-2. That is currently at $465 out of $1,000. And we also have an incentive for the Death Race, and that is at $422 out of $5,000. Also, to let you guys know about a few of the grand prizes we have during this event. One of our grand prizes is a set of AGDQ2015 banners made by LLK. If you want to get a hold of those, you're going to need to donate a minimum of $25. We also have a PlayStation 4 up for grand prize, and if you want to get in the drawing for that, you will need to donate a minimum of $20. And we also have a grand prize of a signed banner, a custom Twitch hoodie, and a collection of Twitch swag for a minimum bid of $50. We have a $50 donation from Taki. Greetings from Germany. Thanks for all the amazing runs and the opportunity to support fight against cancer. My mother survived cancer at the age of 29, so I know how important it is to support the Cancer Foundation. Looking forward to more amazing runs. Cheers. We have a $10 donation from Spine. It's an honor to support an event like AGDQ. Let's all kick cancer's butt. Couple more of the sponsors we have helping us out here at Awesome Games Done Quick 2015. We have Tiny Build Games. They are an indie developer morphed into an indie publisher. They partner up with indies across the world to help better their games as well as develop games themselves. Check them out at tinybuild.com and check out their game Speedrunners, available in the AGDQ 2015 Humble Bundle. Speaking of the Humble Bundle, check out the Awesome Games Done Quick Bundle on their website, humblebundle.com. Pay what you want for up to 9 games, a Twitch Turbo subscription, a subscription to XSplit Premium, and exclusive merchandise, all while supporting the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Just to let you guys know, if you want any extra information on our current marathon going on, you can go to gamesdonequick.com. We have links to all kinds of things like our various sponsors. You can go there to our tracker to look up upcoming bid wars and incentives, look at prizes, all kinds of good stuff. Some bid wars that are coming up later on in the week that you guys might be interested in. We have an incentive for I Want to Be the Boss You 100% that is currently at 2,400 out of 5,000. We have a bid war later on to decide which Batman Arkham game to play, either Arkham Asylum or Arkham City. Right now, Arkham Asylum is leading $542 over City's $252. We have a bid war to determine which Kingdom Hearts game to play, 1 or 2. Right now, 2 has a commanding lead with $2,700 over 1's $800. And our final run of the marathon is The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. We have an incentive for one of our runner guy, to beat the Child Dungeons blindfolded. Right now, that is at $7,000, and we need a total of $75,000 put towards that incentive if you want to see that, and you do want to see that. We have a $20 donation from Brabi. I love to watch how runners are beating great games in a small amount of time. You are doing a really great job. Let's kick cancer's butt. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. We have a donation. I appreciate it either way, but I'm sure it's in pity. Just for trying the German tongue twister, thank you so much for what you guys do. Well, thank you very much. Let you know a little bit about who we are. We are Awesome Games Done Quick, and we are hosting an event held every year featuring members of Speed Demos Archive and Speedruns Live. Speed Demos Archive proudly hosts speedruns of over 1,000 games with forums containing speedrunning planning and marathon discussions. We welcome gamers old and new alike, and you can follow them on Twitter at SDA Speedruns and visit their website at speeddemosarchive.com. Speedruns Live is the best site to race video games online against other players of all skill levels. They are also hosting a short series of races starting January 17th titled Get Yourself Speedrunning. You can go to their front page, speedrunslive.com, for more information and to watch a variety of speedrun streams. For more information about Games Done Quick, you can follow at Games Done Quick on Twitter and see information about the event at gamesdonequick.com. Speaking of Twitter, if you are talking about us on any kind of social media, we would greatly appreciate it if you would use the hashtag AGDQ2015. The more buzz we can get going around on social medias, the more people we can bring in, the more donations we bring in. Every little bit helps, and we appreciate all you guys are doing for us. We have a $50 donation from Mithye. Hello from China. Thank you for what you do. 1,000 best wishes. Lots of people here are watching you. Thank you very much. We have a $50 donation from Luo Fu Chen. Viewers, commentators, couch crews, speedrunners, and especially the donators, keep up the good work. May the luck shine on every trick, exploit, and skillful play, and have a nice day. Thank you. We have a $300 donation from Doc Torb. Many thanks to all speedrunners for participating in this great event. You are doing great. Be blessed. Another partner that we're getting a lot of help from is actually Twitch themselves. I'm sure if you guys are on our Twitch site, I'm sure you've noticed that we have a subscribe button with a lot of cool custom emotes. And 100% of the money paid for the subscription is going to prevent cancer. Twitch is not taking any of it, and we are not taking any of it. All of it is going to Prevent Cancer Foundation. So to anyone who has subscribed or will subscribe later in the week, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We have also been helped out by World 9 Gaming. Since 2005, World 9 Gaming has been the premier computer and console gaming provider for events across the Midwest. With dedicated staff, tournament expertise, and an expansive collection of games and consoles, they guarantee the best gaming experience at the lowest cost for all events, large and small. Check them out at world9gaming.com. Also being sponsored by Turtle Beach. Turtle Beach transforms your gaming world with a selection of cutting-edge technologies, creating a product that completes your high-definition gaming experience and puts you a step up on the standard headset competition. Check them out at turtlebeach.com. We have a $20 donation from Decon082. Hype for AGDQ2015. For my first donation of the marathon, I would like to start the bidding for the trainer name in Pokemon Red/Blue. I put this $20 towards the name Lemon because we need the run to be on sub-lemon pace. Let you guys know about a few of the runs we have coming later on today. Right now, thanks to all of your generous donations, we are about to run VVVVVV. We are currently working on some technical issues and getting that settled as soon as possible. After that, we have a 3D Sonic block, starting with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, followed by Sonic Generations and Sonic Heroes. Then we have an F-Zero block. We've got 4 F-Zero games being played. Then after that, we have a PC first-person shooter block with games like Quake 2, Duke Nukem 3D, and Blood.
All right. I guess that's the camera, isn't it? That's the camera, isn't it? So I wanted to give a shout out to Metalama, who was actually supposed to run this, and he couldn't make it, so I'm doing it instead. Also want to give a shout out to Terry Kavanaugh. So I'm actually running on version 2.0. Version 2.2 came out like 6 months ago. You'll see the reason for that. The reason why I'm running version 2.0, and you can get this by going to the beta tabs in Steam, and it's called Glitch Runners, and we use it for glitches, and you're going to see that. And also Soli for this soundtrack, which you're barely going to hear. And if you guys are expecting gameplay, sorry. So I guess we should just get started. I got quite a few things to talk about. So I'm going to do this first, because why not? I don't care for a time, honestly. All right. So, no def mode in Big Viridian. So, Big Viridian, you can do, you get 20 trinkets, you kill yourself in the cutscene when you're big, and the game automatically saves. And luckily for us, we can just kind of clip through walls. I guess I should give a shout out to Control-Alt-Delicious for actually routing this. Let's see if I can get... So basically when I'm on the edge, I can just kind of be invincible on the edge, not on screen. So I'm going to just use that. So this is the easy way to get no def mode trinket. The other one is you can just go onto your unlock screen and do it that way. That's kind of cheating. This might be too. So there are a lot of ways this can go wrong, and I'm hoping none of them actually happen. So if this does go wrong, I'll just move on to the next run. But this is basically me going to collect all the crew members. We're actually going to run into a little bit of an issue coming up. So I can't go into any of the intermissions because at certain points I wouldn't be able to get past that. So luckily, 11 months ago, I guess right after AGDQ last year, a man named Ice Flinger found the double intermission skip, and that's by taking a crew member into Violet's teleporter, which is a little special, and you'll see that much later. So I'm going to grab Victoria here, actually the one we use for the double intermission skip. And I'm just going to take her around for a ride. Go to the secret lab because that's where I want to go. And I'm going to grab Violet's teleporter right here. And now I'm going to skip both Intermission 1 and Intermission 2. There's a little bit of an issue. Normally the cutscene plays and the variables reset, but since this is disabled cutscenes, that's not an issue. So it works a little bit well for that. And so all I need to do is grab the last crew member, who's over here. Again, I'm just gonna go this way. And I can actually die if I don't time this properly. Hopefully that won't be an issue. So just gonna wait, slow it a little bit. That's good, right? All right, grabbed it. No def mode too. All right, so that's all 5 crew members rescued. So now we're at the final level. I have to make sure I don't go too far left in this first screen, otherwise I'm going to soft lock. So let's do it. I can just go around. Let's just keep on doing it. I'd much rather do that than actually soft lock my game. So this might take a little bit. Alright, cool. So this is Intermission 1. Normally you have an escort mission here, which you're never going to see in this run. So I need to be on the left line here, and then just to finish the game, all you have to do is hold right. And you can watch me go through spikes and all that. His hitbox is a bit weird. Big Viridian, I think there are 2 of them. But yeah, so that's the end of Intermission 1. This is outer space, which is actually the last screen in the game. So if I just enter here, and then just kind of float up, and that's really the end of the game. That's how you beat no def mode. That's the easiest way, right there. So that's also something to get started here. if you need a visual explanation about how to get Big Viridian here, all you need to, you can go last year's AGDQ, I do it at the very end. You can really break the game with that, as you just saw. So I actually have to remove Big Viridian here. So easiest way to do that is just die in no def mode, and I'll reset it. So now I guess I should actually show some gameplay. No gameplay? There's gonna be very little gameplay. All right. Yeah, there's gonna be very little. So all you need to do is if you go on YouTube and do, type in Passion for Exploring, that's all you're gonna hear pretty much. You'll hear some positive force at the very end of this. Oh, so I guess I should explain that because that's the first time I used it. So version 2.0 introduced player levels. And player levels were a bit glitchy, so Terry Kavanagh added the R button. And the R button basically causes Viridian to die, as you just saw. So we can use that to completely skip Space Station 1. And then from there, I guess the cutscene skip, the intro cutscene skip was found. And Victoria's cutscene skip was found. And then 4 months later, the Gravitron skip was found, which allowed us to skip Intermission 2. And then, like I said, right after AGDQ was the double intermission skip, which is actually pretty difficult to pull off, and you're not going to see that here. But you can see that in both the any percent record and the 100% record. And then, as of like a few months ago, there's something called Tele Jumping, and that just started the downfall of this game. As you're going to see, I'm going to basically kill myself on the same frame that I press enter for a teleporter. And that's going to produce a little bit weird results. That's what I needed the sound cue for. So I'm going to hold it right and press up. I'm just going to clip through a wall. That will be used pretty much predominantly for this run. So line clips, if I press up and V 2 frames apart, I'll just go through every line. It has to be close enough to the ground for that to work. Then I just have to finish this level. I feel like I missed a lot of things because I'm just kind of a little bit frazzled. I'm going to make this a little bit interesting a little bit later. I'm actually going to do some things that you wouldn't see normally in this any percent. Because this is all about entertainment at this point. So I'm just going to complete this level. So the double intermission skip requires me to skip every single checkpoint that I've hit in the past 30 seconds, which is not actually an easy feat. Especially the one in Bernoulli Principle was actually the really difficult one. That, for a little bit, we were actually not sure if you could skip at RTA, and then Control was like, yeah, you can do it. A couple weeks before that, Master June, who's a tasser for this, figured out he can do it for that too. It requires really precise movements, and if you're not familiar with this game, Viridian slides a lot. So I'll do that later. So I need to grab another teleporter to set up for the third Tele Jump in this. So I'm just gonna grab it over here. And you might be wondering why I'm choosing certain teleporters, and that's just because it's located conveniently at a level. So this one is right before Space Station 2. So I'm going to Tele Jump, and then go like this. Same principle applies, I hold right, tap up, and then I grab this. And every teleporter, once I grab a crewmate, acts as the end warp except for Violet's end teleporter. It's a little bit special, and you'll actually see that. So that's 2 down. I'm going to do something a little bit different. Normally we wouldn't grab this trinket, but it provides a little bit interesting results. So if I'm trying to force a sprite change, then the sprite index gets a little confused. So as you can see, I'm currently upside down, and I'm also a terminal. So, okay, I'm doing this, and I'm sure people would be hyped for Winnie Witty Wiki. That's classical Latin pronunciation. So I'm just gonna do it. I figured give you guys, you waited for a while, you donated, so why not? Okay. It's not terribly difficult once you do it once or twice. But yeah, didn't need to grab that trinket. So also the spikes in this next room don't actually exist, or the two corner ones, except when I do that. But you get the gist of it. The two ones at the end are fake, just because they have the background behind it. And then, so the real downfall of this game is something called text storage. And this was actually found back in 2011, 2012. And what it requires me is to activate a text and then exit the game. And then the game will get really confused. It will think that you have the text on and you really shouldn't. And for every event in the game, there's a corresponding game state. And so you can change that around to pretty much break the game, and you're gonna see that real fast. So I quick save there so I can get text storage really quickly. And so what I'm gonna do is enter this teleporter, and as soon as I enter this teleporter, it should take me to Intermission 1. But I'm gonna time pressing up, which is gonna increment the game state to skip the intermission. You're gonna see that right now. So I'm gonna wait for him to disappear, and then I'm just gonna start pressing up. Mashing doesn't actually work in this game. You gotta actually somewhat time it. So again, I should be going to intermission, but instead it's just gonna take me here. And as you saw, the wrong color actually came out of that teleporter. Another thing that was found, or I guess a lot of people knew, but I guess I didn't for a long time, was you don't actually have to activate the teleporter to get to it, so that's really convenient. That was the Gravitron skip, and I don't think I got that. Come on. So the Gravitron skip, if I don't do it like that, then it's going to cause the cutscene to play, and that would reset all my variables. So I'm gonna do one last text storage, and so when I enter that teleporter with Vermilion, that's the last crew member, and it's gonna take me to a cutscene that's game state. I think it's either 4070 or 8070. I think it's 80. And so, but right after that is the end credits. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna let all the text boxes appear. And then at a certain time, when Vermilion exits the teleporter, I'm gonna press up once to increment the game state by 1. And as you can see, Viridian's there. And without going to the final level, we beat the game. So again, no intermissions. It gets even crazier. So this is all found by Skepio, except all the game state stuff was found like 3 years ago, back when people were playing around with player levels. You can find those on Terry's forums, Distractionware. And so the one last thing that I have to show you, it's sort of going to be like the task, but the task is too inconsistent for me to do it here. But you can go look at that. That's by Master June and Skepio, like I said. But now I'm going to do the true any %. And all it's going to use is that text storage. So the first thing I need to do is I need to grab 2 teleporters. So teleporters give a game state of, I believe, either 8040 or 4040. I think it's 8040, which is conveniently pretty close to the 8080, which is the credits. But it does require pretty careful and pretty good timing manipulation of incrementing the game state. So hopefully this will only take it once, but we'll see. So I need to grab the second teleporter because that's the only way I can actually activate a teleport. So I'm going to grab text storage from here. I'm going to exit the game. I need to exit the game in order to do anything with text storage. So I need to increment 3, 4, and then 6. So I'm going to wait for Viridian to hit the ground and start incrementing. And then there we go. So he's kind of flying off the wall, and that's the credits, in case you couldn't tell. So also, I did promise a little positive force at the end of it, and normally Popular Potpourri is playing during this, but because I entered the tower section of the game while the credits were, or I guess the ending cutscene was playing, it actually switched the music over to positive force. So that kind of destroyed the game, text storage specifically. So when Terry was releasing version 2.2, he specifically took out what made that possible. So that's that's why I had to run on an older version, and I'm sorry if you guys expected any gameplay. I guess we're still trying to kill time, right? A little bit? You don't think so? Because I could do like a Gravitron or something like that. A little bit of gameplay, but... Okay, cool. Because I guess people normally like to see that. So... I need it. Oh, yeah, I can do that here. So, Intermission 2, Gravitron. I normally do Verdigris, just because in no death mode, that's generally the crew member we save. So, Gravitron, there's no RNG for the most part. There's a few sections that have RNG. This to 48 seconds and 30 to 20 have, or 40 to 20 have RNG. I haven't done this in a while, so hopefully this goes well. Wow, apparently not. Okay, cool. Get the death over with. Yeah, it only gives, so there's a checkpoint every 5 seconds. And then after every death, after the 5th death, the Gravitron actually gets slower, and I was put in that place. That was my fault, though. So this game, in terms of running it, those any percents that I showed you aren't actually run. There are categories without text storage, and no Tele Jumping is also a thing, because Tele Jumps also ruin the game, and it's not fun. So why would you run it? I'm not doing well. I probably should have done this like at least once in like the past year, but whatever. It gets, once you do it like a million times, it's not bad. Honestly, I found this harder than the Boshy Gravitron. I thought that was kind of a piece of cake compared to this, but you guys aren't even gonna see that. It's all good. But dude, I guess I should have given more shoutouts. So Ice, Skepio, Metalama, Control Delicious, Terry Kavanagh, obviously, Solai. They're all great people, and they all actually made this possible, because with the whole text storage thing, I definitely wasn't helpful with that. That was more Skepio's endeavor to completely break the game. But as you can see, it's interesting to show off, but it's not interesting to run, so. But it's cool to bring to a marathon. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. That's it for me. You're going to have Talon run both stories. Somewhere. Yeah. So enjoy that, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of the marathon.
All right. We are going to run a quick commercial while we switch games and get everything set up. We will be right back, so stick around.